What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you've seen on the title, I got a side-by-side for $3,500, a $25,000 side-by-side for $3,500. And you're probably wondering how. I'll get to that in a second. Now, before we get to that, I wanted to talk to you for a second about a couple things. I'm by no means trying to clickbait or trying to brag or any other thing of that sort. I'm simply trying to bring y'all good content, bring y'all opportunities, and showing y'all what's possible. I'm not trying to benefit myself more than I'm trying to benefit y'all. I'm trying to make this as like a team effort with the both of us, you know, my subscribers, my friends, my family, and, you know, for me, obviously I got to benefit myself, but all this content is made strictly for you guys. I'm focused on the content and creating this for you guys to show y'all, like, I'm 100% self-employed, as no other income, and I manage completely, and I still buy my toys. I get to live freely. I get to live my life like I want to live my life. So I'm bringing out this content to show y'all it's 100% possible to be self-employed, don't need a job or retirement, and you can still make good money and buy the toys and do the things you want in life. So without further ado, here she is. This is a 2018 Polaris RZR 1000. She is sitting on a 8-inch Super ATV boxes, 60% gear reduction, 46-inch tires, 24-inch rims. We got frame stiffeners, Super ATV, arched forward A-arms. They got the Walker Evans shocks, which they come stock anyway on that, but still. It is the White Lightning Edition, RZR 1000. It's fully snorkeled and sealed. Everything works on it. There's absolutely no issues with this bike. The bike only had 100 hours and 500 miles when I got it, and I think I put 10 hours on it and 60 miles this weekend. It's got the whip lights. We got rock lights. We got the sound. It's SSV 4 speakers up there. They sound good, but the Bluetooth thing's a little sketchy. It doesn't ever want to work. She's a beaut. Now this bike has a build sheet of $50,000. Oh yeah, I can't forget. It's got a built transmission from Elite Power Sports in Denham Springs with a 25% gear reduction, or 20% gear reduction, I think, in high, and a 15% gear reduction in low. This thing is like a tank. You put it in low, you only go like 10 miles per hour. I think max top out's like 40 in high. It's got the windshield. We got a 6,000-pound Super ATV winch. Pretty much everything on this bike, aftermarket, is Super ATV. This thing's an absolute beast. It crawls through everything I put it through this weekend, which obviously I wasn't trying to break it either because I was with a whole bunch of four-wheelers, but she is definitely a beast. All right, so we're gonna go take a ride in the side-by-side and show you how she does. This thing is huge. All right, guys, we're back from the ride. So now let's get into how I got her. For the past 8 months, I've been trying to get a Razor 1000. And 8 months ago, I had a job. So I was trying to finance one. The dude didn't have the title in his name, so I couldn't finance it because they couldn't write him the check. You gotta have, the guy's gotta be the owner of the bike for them to write the check to him, and he can cash the check, get his money or whatever. But couldn't get that bike, didn't work out because of that reasoning. Next day, I wound up getting fired. And that's what led me to here. Obviously, I wasn't focused on the bike, you know, after I got fired. So I had to figure some things out, get my life kind of organized and straightened up, and figure out what I was going to do for the rest of my life. Obviously, not having a job, wanting to be self-employed and wanting to work for myself. So I got that straightened out, and now, you know, here we are. I got me a Razor 1K like I wanted. So a couple weeks ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I bought a 2010 Chevy Silverado 1500. It was on a 10-inch lift, at 37s on 22x12s, fuels. It didn't run. It needed work. Like it had 300,000 miles. Engine didn't run. It had a fresh trans in it. I got it back running. The only thing it was, the ECU kept one injector open and it kept it filling the cylinder up with fuel, so it kept hydro locking. So I figured that out, bought a new ECU. I put interior in it. I mean, as you can see, the first video on my channel, it's me replacing the seat cover on that truck. I should have made a video of the truck, but I didn't get around to do it. Wound up getting it back straight, you know, right, and the key ignition wound up just failing on me. It wouldn't work anymore, and just I had to rig it to start it. Posted on Facebook, and I got a trade, and the trade was a 2006 Dodge Cummins Mega Cab 2500 two-wheel drive, lifted on 3-inch spindles, 3-inch coils in the front. It had 26x12s on 37s, and the wheels alone were like $5,000. The Cummins was completely clean, like inside out, underneath the hood. They had 120,000 miles. Couldn't figure out why this dude was trading me. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, gas burner, 300,000 miles, still has issues. Like, this truck didn't have lick issues, but alignment. But couldn't figure out why this dude was trading me. So I looked at it, I checked it out, couldn't figure out anything wrong with it. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'll do the deal. He pulls out the title. It's not in his name, and it's a Mississippi title. Here in Louisiana, you gotta have the picture ID of the out-of-state title of the original owner, but he didn't have that either. So I was in between, and either way it was still a good deal. I figured I could find somebody in Mississippi that wanted to trade and would take the title, which I did. This guy was a Mississippi guy. He needed a truck. He needed another diesel, just in case his diesel breaks or whatever. So that's what I did. I posted for trade. Next day, the dude hit me up, and later that day we traded. I had the truck for 1 day. The truck blue booked for $25,000. Obviously, the bike also, he was posted for $25,000. But he hit me up. I seen it. I was like, I really want it. I like it. You know, let's do the thing. So we went, checked it out. Everything checked out. He loved the truck. I loved the bike, so we did it. Now here we are. Here's the bike. I have big plans for it. Hope y'all like this video. Like, subscribe, ring that bell for more notifications. I promise my videos get better. I'm, you know, starting out on this, so it ain't the easiest for me, but we're making it work. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.